How often did you attend a conference that really gave you a once-in-a-lifetime experience? If I speak for myself, maybe once in 2-3 years. We want to help to bring your message across better, more inspiring, more creative than you have ever done before, maybe. Maybe less text, certainly more impact, and certainly more interaction. TCI 2016 is a 3-day conference. The first day is the day of the cluster tours. That day. Then we will bring you to several clusters in the south of the Netherlands. You can pick one out of 10, 15 probably. The second day is what we call the summer day. We sought and found a top-level keynote speakers that will fill up the whole day. A real international group of speakers, and of course this day will end in a wonderful TCI-worthy dinner. But today we are talking about the third day. That's the working day. Then you come in. It's possible you did not send your contribution yet. If that's so, just be clear on your objectives. Bring information, exchange experience, solve a problem, or find collaboration. Don't forget to mention the content, whether it's about a cluster challenge, or a specific program. Give it a clear title that gives us in one sentence what your contribution is about and make it inviting. Which of the 4 themes are you going to contribute to? Look at the website. It gives you more information. Send also a small abstract, not more than 300 words, please. And don't forget to pay a lot of attention to the work form. Every message has the best form to be brought with. And to help you and us with that, we brought in Marijn, who's an expert in this, and he's going to help us to find the best form for your message.
In the call, we asked you to focus on 3 to 4 key learning points. You know, those key learning points are the things that people will take away as soon as they leave the room. Research has shown that people remember things like an emotion and 3 to 4 sentences or points when they leave a presentation. That's why we want you to use those. Now, the way to use them is you can weave them through your presentation. So, not just mention them at the beginning, work them into your abstract, but revisit them in the middle and at the end of your presentation. This way, it'll help your message stick. Another thing you can do is to use gestures to emphasize a point. Now, as you can imagine, people are sitting through not just your presentation, but other people's presentations. So you want to make sure that you have them focused and that you have their attention. An easy way to do this is through the raising of hands. Now, the good thing about this way of working is that when you present like this, you don't surrender control over to your audience. You're not asking them to respond verbally to your question. What you are doing is getting their attention quickly. So take something out of your talk, out of your topic, and ask somebody to, or at least the audience, to raise their hands. So if you were talking about transport, you could say, has anybody ever been on a train? Everybody raises their hands. Nobody is responding verbally, and you have everybody's attention. You can continue with your talk. Now try these little tips and tricks to help clarify your message, remembering that you want to come across, or you want to bring across those 3 to 4 learning points. Now, the other thing that you can do is to minimize text on slides, if you have to use slides at all. You know, you could try and be bold and be confident and actually lose the slides. If you have to use slides, make sure that you're not competing with what's ever going on the screen behind you. So make sure that there's not a lot of text so people can focus on you, which is a lot more interesting, believe me. They'd rather look at a human being than look at a screen. So make sure you're not competing with what's going on behind you. For that same reason, use powerful images to combine with that little bit of text that you use. Again, to make your image and your presentation stronger. And rest assured, we will help spread your message throughout the day to maximize the impact of your story and making sure it sticks.
If in your contribution you'd like to have just a question you'd like to address, maybe you should organize a small group, maybe invite some board members of TCI and have an informal group session. Maybe you like to present a project. It's not necessarily to use a PowerPoint presentation for that. You could also use a poster session. And we'll give you some more information about that as well. Also, you could have a kind of an interaction session, just addressing a challenge you'd like to have, find some collaboration. Maybe you should do a pitch, just a 1-minute pitch for a larger audience. So you could find all kinds of forms suited with all kinds of messages. At the end of this video, you'll find a URL where we will post several new ideas the coming weeks. We have a kind of a control room that will send out your message all over the conference. And of course, we will present a new app on your smartphone, which will guide you to the conference, but will also help you deliver your message, collaborate with other people, and get in contact with others as well. But it starts with you. If you don't contribute, you don't experience. So please submit your contribution before the 31st of May, and then we'll meet on 8, 9 and 10 November in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. See you then.